Good morning, guys. This is a weird angle, I know, but I'm going into Goodwill Outlet this morning. I'm really excited because I'm bringing my GoPro. So we are going to go in and I'm going to wear this and film the entire time, and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it takes some good footage and you can see what it's like inside the bins. Let's go. Here we are inside the bins. So I've never brought you guys inside the bins before. I'm really excited to do this. It was my first time though, so be patient with me. I'm wearing a GoPro. It is in my on my chest. So I can't see what it's filming. I just had it in there and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's see how we do. So I just got into the bins and I'm digging through the shoes first, and you can see my shoes are just kind of all piled up. I don't know what I'm gonna end up getting. There's only one person allowed in each bin right now, so it's pretty competitive to get to one of the bins that are out at this beginning. So I was really excited that I actually got to one. And you can see here, I'm not finding much right at first. I thought those were a cool pair of vintage shoes, but they were not. They were nothing fancy. So yeah, there I am, digging around. Now that I'm digging, I'm definitely seeing things that I should have maybe picked up, but whatever. You can't go back. You can't go backwards. Um, so let's see here. It looks like you can see they're very worn. Some of them, they'll have like holes in the bottom of them. I mean, you're digging through basically trash trying to find some gems. These have not been cleaned. It is kind of wild. Our Goodwill tries to rubber band them together, but it doesn't always work out that way. And they do come unrubber banded. I did find some really great sorels in this bin. At one point I found one, but not the other. But I found the other one like across from me, and the guy was nice enough to throw it over. I wonder if I got any footage of that. But you can see here, this is what it looks like inside the bins. Everyone's always asking, like, what does it look like when you're actually thrifting? And if you guys are enjoying this video, of course, please let me know. If you want me to do more like undercover where I am actually wearing a GoPro and kind of set up like this, I will definitely do it. It has to be all voiceovers. You can't like hear the sound. And I can probably get better at like showing you once I have a better control over the GoPro. But here we are. Here we are. Those were really cool Nike like socks, but I only found one of them. Me trying to figure out how to work the GoPro on my camera. All right, now I'm going through some bins of clothing. You can see it's not separated. It's just like big, giant bins that I'm going to go through. And if I remember correctly, I wasn't really finding a ton in these bins. I will have the full haul video tomorrow for you if you come back. But I know you guys love this stuff. I know you love just like seeing what it looks like inside of the bin. Do, 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 do. What am I gonna find? What am I gonna find? Some waders. I generally won't buy like waders or wetsuits because you have to test them out. And the only way to really test them out is to like get in a big pile of water. And that's not easy. What am I gonna like fill the bathtub? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Not really finding anything. It's really hit or miss. Sometimes you go and you just find tons of stuff, and then sometimes you don't. What is that? I did not end up buying that. It says Indonesia is the new sex, I believe. So we're gonna pass. What's in here? What's in here? What's that fleecy thing? I obviously wasn't that interested in it because I threw it. But you can kind of tell, like, if you find one or two good things, usually there's going to be more. These are all raw donations. So the way that the bins work is they're either going to bring out raw donations, which is stuff that hasn't been sorted. You can see I have found a lot already, though. Or they're going to bring out items that have come from the Goodwill store that nobody wanted, or they're going to bring out items that they sorted, but they decided that they didn't want to put on the floor. Okay, so here, look at those. Those are John Fluvogs. So I had already been in the store like an hour at this point, and those Fluvogs were sitting right on the top, which is crazy. Like they were just sitting on the top of a bin, and Fluvogs are incredibly expensive shoes, so I was shaking. I was so excited. Here is the crazy part though. I left this bin. So I was like, I don't really see anything else in here. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to go to the very end. So there was 4 bins. I'm going to go to the very end and look at the shoes at the end. These have all been out for like an hour or so at this point. So I'm going to go to the bin at the end and I'm going to start looking around and see if I find anything. So I go through this entire bin. I basically look at every single shoe in this bin, and we're going to see if we find much. Sometimes you only find one shoe and not the other. So in case you're wondering, like, why isn't she grabbing that particular shoe? I really do my best to look at everything, and there's always a reason, right? Like maybe it has a big hole in it, or maybe it's too worn or too dated. But you can see there's a lot of shoes out this morning. Shoes are my favorite thing to sell. It's actually my highest grossing category month over month. Shoes just do really, really well for me. I really like that shoe right there. Why don't I look at that? What is that? What is that guy? No, I said no to it. I looked at it and I said no. If you guys sell on Poshmark or eBay, do you guys sell shoes? Do they do well for you? What is that like? I can't get enough of them personally. You can see I'm like really taking my time going through all the different shoes here, seeing if I find anything. And even if I only find one, I will throw it into my cart, and then hopefully find the other one. And sometimes someone else will have the shoe in their cart and you can flip a coin to see who gets it. So don't be afraid if you only get one to throw in your cart, or don't, like if you don't want to do the work, because sometimes you never find it, and then you might have put a shoe like that. I don't think I ever found the matching to that clog. I did put it in my cart though, just in case I did find it down the line. What I usually do though is at the end of the line, once I've gone through all the shoe bins, I'll just throw it back, because I don't know, I don't want to risk like someone else having it and them not being able to get a shoe that they wanted or whatever it is. I feel like if I don't find it on that first pass, it's just not the shoe for me. Look at, people are always like, there's not enough for everyone. Look at this. Look at this. There is so much stuff. There's definitely enough stuff for everyone. So here we go. All right. Boom, 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 boom. What are we gonna find today? I just love shoes so much. Anyway, I found my best pair of shoes in this haul, so stay with me here. I know that this might not be the most entertaining thing, but wait until you see what I found in these bins, because I was shocked. I did buy those little boots. Those were little high-end children's boots. I'll show them to you in the haul. I love buying kids stuff. I've been sending most of my kids stuff into ThredUp. It's been doing really well. I had a great payout last month. But yeah, overall, ThredUp's been a great option for me. They are changing their pricing structure, so I'll report back once that happens, but right now it's the same. That was a good shoe, a Dansko. A lot of times Danskos at the bins, though, you guys, are just trashed, like trashed beyond trashed. So you can see here, like a lot of these shoes are just really, really worn, and that's why I'm not buying them. Like, okay, there was a Doc Marten right there, but it was incredibly heavy and it would need a lot of cleaning up, and I have hundreds of pairs of shoes right now to list, so I have to be particular about what I'm actually bringing home. It's a little bit embarrassing how much backlog I have. After this video, I'm actually going to go take some photos of shoes. That's my goal today. Oh, what's that? Nothing I thought was good enough. I put it back. And you really get like a good feel for what's good and what's not good. Okay, so you can see I did find a lot of shoes. You didn't see me putting them into the cart, unfortunately. because of the way that the GoPro's angled, and I am definitely working on that. So I bought a little clip, so hopefully I can do it better. We'll see. I don't know if I will do a lot of these like inside the bin videos. Um, it's a lot of work. I did find both of those Doc Martens, but I threw them back because they were falling apart, like literally falling apart. So that's not worth it to me. Okay, so here I am in like the last bin before I go back to the bin where I found the flu box. And I'm like, okay, do I want to go to that bin where I found the flu box? Let me tell you, I absolutely do. And I can't wait till I get there to show you guys what I found. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Okay, here we go. Almost there, almost there. And you can see our bins are like really big on social distancing. They only let you have one person per bin. They cap it at a certain amount of people per bin or per like in the entire building. They're really, really particular right now about things. So, okay, I'm going to go back to that original bin where I found the flu box sitting on top, and we're going to start digging in it. Look at those silly shoes right there, those big red slippers. What are those? Those are silly. Okay, wait for it. I have one more bin video that I filmed that I will put up next week for you guys, and Joe's actually in it. It's pretty funny. We found a ton of good stuff that day. But even this day, I think I walked out with 2 carts. It was a great bin day. Look at those. Those are Tom Fords, you guys. Those are Tom Fords. Do you see? I hid them. I hid them. I was like, nope. No, I was shaking. Tom Ford is such high-end luxury brand. To find a pair of stilettos at the bins that were in great condition like that, after being like, I mean, this stuff was out for so long. I was like, okay, what else is in here? So it's like really taking my time to dive to the bottom because I found flu bogs and Tom Fords in one bin. How does that even happen? I don't know. I don't know. I was shook. I was shook. And there was some really good pickers, but you know, I missed it my first time I was in that bin too. So like how it happens. It happens. There's so much to look in these bins that like it's very easy to overlook good stuff. So anyway, I'm over here like, oh my God. So here I am throwing back this to shoes where I couldn't find the matches because I'm just not going to like spend my entire day looking for them. And I'm going back to try and find some goodies in the clothing sections. So here I am digging around. You can see it's like not organized. Ooh, there's a pair of AG jeans that I just pulled out. I did end up buying those too. So once I pull out something good, I'll definitely like take my time and try and find anything else in that bin because usually like one person's closet will be in one area. I bought that Athleta dress. That's actually all listed right now already. So I did find some goodies in there for sure. You can see there's lots of blankets that you're digging through. Sometimes you're digging through like gross stuff. I mean, it's not perfect by any means. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is a gross bath mat. I can't believe I just touched this. And you wash your hands a lot. A lot of people wear gloves. I don't wear gloves because I'm a tactile person. So like, I like to feel fabrics. And I like to know, like, I can tell as soon as I touch something if it's good or not. So here I am. My GoPro, I was like really still trying to figure out how to use it. So bear with me on that. What is that? That's cute. I think I deem that cute enough to put in my cart. So when I go to the bins, I generally go for at least an hour or two. I used to stay like all day. I mean, I've literally gone from open to closed before. I don't really do that anymore. That's just, I can find enough in a couple hours. I don't need to stay all day. When I made the most money ever, when I was doing 20,000 a month on eBay, the way I did that was I would go to the bins in the morning. I would spend a couple hours. Everything I got, I would come home and immediately list and rinse and repeat 5 days a week. And that is when I made my most money. When I was just really consistent at listing. And you can still do that. So I have friends that still do that. Like they go to the bins for a couple morning hours in the morning. Everything they buy, they list that day. They don't sit on it. They get it out. They get it listed. And I think that if you have the willpower and the time management skills, you can be so profitable doing things like that. Obviously, some days you're going to have better days than others, but I need to get back into that skill of being able to list that consistently, because that was just the best. Does anyone do that right now? Like, are you watching right now and do you do that? And you can be a lot more picky if you're going consistently. It's like, well, I'm only going to buy things that are X amount of dollars. And I'm going to be really particular. I only need to take home, 30, 40 items. I don't need to take home hundreds of pounds. But now when I go, because I'm so limited on when I can go with social learning or distant learning, that it's just a little bit harder. Anyway, that's me babbling while you guys are just watching me at the bins. So my Goodwill Outlet charges, I pay, it's like $1.30 a pound once you reach 25 pounds. And when I first started, it was only 99 cents a pound, and they raised the price. They haven't raised the price in a while, and I've been thinking about that. Like, are they going to raise the price again? But they also have more stuff than they can manage, because you can't even donate really at Goodwill right now. You have to drive up to the parking lot, and they make you sort everything in front of them. And then they decide if they can take it or not. So, and they'll like reject your stuff. So it's like a whole big thing. It's kind of crazy. Those green pants that guy just held up across the way, those were Filson pants. And I bought them. I bought them. I actually this day went with my friend Selena. She is so amazing. Tiger's Den Vintage. If you don't know her, definitely go give her a follow. She's opening up her own space here in Portland, Oregon, which is really great. And I really support her and love her. So make sure you give her a follow. Again, Tiger's Den Vintage. She went with me this day, and it was fun. It was fun to have a little partner in crime. We weren't not committing crimes. Don't take that out of don't take that joke out of whatever. So yeah, this was a great day. I ended up getting, I think, around like well over 100 pounds. It was one of the first times I got 100 pounds in a long, long time. So I love that. If I can go spend 2 hours and get 100 pounds of like bread and butter where, I'm selling it for an average of $15 to $20, that's my jam. I mean, if you're buying 100 pounds, let's say it's 100 items, you're selling them for an average of $15. That's $1,500 that you sourced in 2 hours. And yes, it's going to take you another, I don't know, it takes me an hour to list 10 things. So you're looking at another 10 hours of listing, but that's 2 days of work, which is just nuts. Obviously, not everything's going to sell. There's more to it than that. It's not that easy. It's not passive income. I bought that. That already sold. I think that sold for like $50 or $40. It sold for a good amount of money though, which is fantastic. We love that. Like that paid for half of my haul. That little Nike jacket. So yeah, I'm almost done here. We only have about a minute left of footage, and then you'll see my wrap up video as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought. Did you like going inside the bin with me? I know that it was my first time using a GoPro. I know I need to adjust it. There's lots of things that I need to fix on it. But overall, I hope you guys loved it, and I hope you guys had fun actually like point of view shopping with me. I can make more of these. I can't guarantee that I'm going to make them inside of the bin by any means, because it's hard and you like can't see what you're actually filming, but it was fun. You've asked me for many years to do this, so here we are, sourcing at the bins. Dun, dun, dun. I came home and took a shower before I filmed the outro for this. But you guys, the camera worked. I don't think the footage is as good as it's going to be. It will get better. But what do you guys think? Was it fun having a little bit of behind the scenes? I think it was. So I got 112 pounds. Maybe one of my craziest bin finds ever in my entire life. These are Tom Ford heels. The last pair in Poshmark sold for $400. They're in a really good shape. They do have a scuff on them, but I think the scuff is from being at the bins. See, it's like right there. So I'm going to try and clean them up. I might even take them to a cobbler because the soles are still just fantastic. Anyway, this is a crazy find. 112 pounds. It was like $150. Just crazy stuff. I will do a separate haul video to show you everything, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. I'm going to do a few more of these videos. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, all of that jazz, and I will see you again next time. Thanks.